I'm so stressed out. Ah. Hello again, and I say again because this is my second time filming this because my memory card, this one, decided to crash on me. Anyways, so hi guys, I know it's been a while and I always say that, and I know life has been super stressful, and I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just trying to let you guys know that life is hard. But today I wanted to kind of just sit down and like give you guys kind of updates, but not really. I'm moving out soon, like in a month. And so please excuse the fact that my room is a total disaster right now. My parents came and packed up like half of my stuff. Half of my stuff has already gone back into my parents' house, so I'm moving back home. Just as a quick update for everyone, I won't be here anymore because school is actually almost over for me. Like, I pray to God, please, I ask you all for your prayers. If you are religious or even if you're not, like, please send me your good vibes because I am taking my finals soon, and I pray that I pass so I don't have to stay here. I go back home, do my placement, and then I can graduate. So that's what's going on with me right now, and it's been super hectic, which is why I haven't been posting. As you guys know, you guys are really supportive of me. Today I kind of want to talk about the life lessons that I learned throughout university, and if you see me looking at my phone, it's because I wrote down a list of things, but these are kind of things that I've picked up in my 3 years here. And next year I won't be here anymore because I'll be in placement working. So this is kind of like my take on being on my own for 3 years and kind of learning the ropes of what it's like to be an adult. The first lesson that I have to talk about is that heartbreak is 100% real, and it's 100% validated, and it is a real thing, and it's a big deal. And the reason that I say that is because you never understand what it's like until you go through it, but you can see it on the person's face that's going through it. I have some really close friends of mine right now that are going through heartbreak, and it breaks my heart looking at them and looking at them suffering, knowing that I can't do anything. And then it's another thing to actually go through it. And I know a lot of people will experience this in high school or like, you know, before university, but for me, I never truly understood what it was like until uni. And then on top of that, learning that you can be happy with yourself and you can be whole. And like, this isn't even just from my experience, it's from learning about other people, you know, because I get so close to people and I can see that they're so broken, and then after time passes and after they heal, I can see that they're flourishing more than they were in a relationship. So I think that if you hear someone going through heartbreak, don't just shrug it off like it's, oh, they'll be fine, give them a month. Like, no, that shit is real and it hurts. And so you guys need to chill and be nice to your friends and be nice to people that are going through stuff like that. The second thing that I want to talk about is that don't live with your friends. Just don't do it. And I say that with experience because I've lived with, well, my first roommate, Francine, who's like actually my best friend still. I don't live with her anymore, but that's because she has rats and I don't really want to live with rats. And then she kind of lives in a different place than I do. So anyways, for second year and third year of university, I lived with my friends. And I know that living with someone familiar and living with someone that you're on good terms with is what everybody wants, and I get that, but I think sometimes living with your friends can ruin your friendships. Not that it has completely ruined any of mine. Like, I'm still on good terms with my roommates here and then my roommates from last year, but the thing is, you learn to get so irritated at people because they don't do things the same way that you do. When it comes to cleanliness, when it comes to like noise, it's like, it's so different because when you're with your friends, you're just there to chill and have a good time. But then when you live with them, you see all of them. You see all of their bad traits, all of their good traits, everything. And if you can't handle some of their bad traits, it's just gonna make you feel really weird about them. I would steer clear of that. Obviously, no one wants to live with randoms, but keep in mind that in first year, when I moved into residence, Francine and I were completely random to each other. I didn't know her, she didn't know me, and she's still my best friend today. The third thing I want to talk about is that, girl, literally, people are going to dislike you for no reason at all. Like, girls especially cause petty ass drama, and I don't know why. Like, I don't get it. You could breathe and they'd be like, I hate her and she's starting drama, and it's like, give it a break. I'm not trying to call anyone out, I'm just letting you know that there is no point in trying to make everyone love you, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I tried doing that. Shit doesn't work, okay? If you're a good, genuine person, people will just naturally like you and be attracted to you as like a friend, platonically. But there are just some people that like to cause drama for whatever reason, and you just gotta let it go, because there's nothing you can do about it. And I think that's what stresses me out the most, is because I'm really trying to learn that I can't make everybody my friend, and it like kind of hurts me inside, because I just want to be everyone's friend. I want to be on good terms with everyone. There's nobody that I set my targets on and I'm like, I'm gonna hate you. Like, that doesn't happen with me, okay? Like, I don't do petty. When I never realized that girls could be so petty until I came to university, and I'm like, why are you like this? Like, why are you like this? The fourth thing I want to talk about is that, like, we're gonna have a sister to sister, sister to brother, like we're gonna have a serious talk right now. You don't have to drink and do drugs and all that jazz to have fun. I might sound like the world's most boring person to you, but I don't like to drink. Like, I have, obviously, I'm 21, and legal drinking age in Canada is 19, just so you guys know. But I don't like it. I just don't. I've never done drugs. One of the times that I've had in my life that were just the most amazing times, I was completely sober. You don't need to conform to find friends and have fun. You just don't have to do stuff you don't want to if you don't want to have fun. Piece of advice. This next little realization, I think, might not touch everyone the same way that it touched me, but I learned that I really became religious in university, and it's not like I'm not a Bible thumper or anything, but I was raised Catholic. I'm Filipino, grew up with a very strict Filipino family. Obviously, religion has been instilled in me since the day I was born. But I think when I was living back at home, I was kind of just going through the motions of being a Catholic. It was just something I did because it's routine, because my family made me. But then when I was on my own, and no one had to tell me to go to church, no one had to tell me to do the rosary, no one told me I had to pray, I think that's when I really lost myself. And I say that because I only started realizing it not too long ago. Like, in first year, I'm not gonna lie, like, I didn't try to go to church. It was a bus away, like, it was just so much work. Sometimes it's cold, the bus stop is far, whatever excuse I had, I used it. And that kind of took a toll on me, and I'm not really sure, I still don't understand truly why. I don't want to get super religious right now because I know not everybody is religious, but for me, I think it really opened my eyes that, hey, religion is something that I really need. Like, spirituality is something that I really need, that makes me feel like a better person. But then when I started going back to church and I started praying and I started really doing all of those things again on my own terms, I felt so much better about myself. Like the depression was gone, I could focus better on school, I was doing better in school, and then again, like a rough patch, I just didn't want to go to church, so I stopped. And then life was just hitting me with the L's, girl. Like, all the L's in the world, okay? Like, school was going shit. Like, relationships, friendships were going shit, I mean. And just, I was so depressed. So I started going to church again. And then I realized, like, I need this. And it's good for me, so. I'm sorry that came off kind of a rant. But that's why I do what I do. One of the, like, last few things I want to talk about is that some people just aren't good friends. And that's something that I have a hard time dealing with, is because, like I mentioned before, I really just want to be friends with everyone. And the kind of person that I am is like, I am so nice and I'm so willing to be everyone's friend that I hurt myself in the process, because I know that there's people that just use me when I'm friends with them. And it's hard because sometimes when you get super close to someone and then you find out that they only want to talk to you, they only want to hang out with you, and they only associate themselves with you, is because in the end they want something from you, whatever it is, how small it may be, how big it may be. It just hurts sometimes to realize that you can grow a friendship with someone, and then when you really need them the most, they're not there, but anytime that they need you, you're always there. So I don't really know how, like, what kind of advice I can give to you, except for the fact that watch out. People like that are there, and not everybody is like you. I came into university with the expectation that everybody was like me, trying to make friends and trying to be real and like go out of their way to do stuff for their friends. Like I legit went out of my way and I spent money and like time and everything on my friends to show them that I cared. But at the end of the day, if they don't show me that they care too, then it's just like, it makes me sad, because I don't want to be the person to cut people out of my life. But when I realize that you're just using me, I kind of just don't want you in my life anymore. So I don't know. It's hard for me because I hate losing friends and I hate letting go of friendships, but sometimes people are too toxic. Sometimes they bring in too much drama without giving anything in return. Sometimes they just take everything that they can from you, and that's it. Like, just, I don't know. And the last thing that I really wanted to talk about is that university is probably, like, university is that place where you could study a lot, pay attention, and still fail like a test or something. And I think for me, it's really that, like, I need to learn how I learn, and I need to focus on that and then take more time to do it. And I think, like, just my whole point in that is just don't be discouraged, because there are so many times that I look at myself and I look at all my classmates, and I'm in a small program because it's specialized, so we don't accept a lot of people in my program. So needless to say, a lot of the people in my program are super smart. So I look around and I look at everybody and I'm like, I am literally the dumbest person here. I am so stupid compared to everybody. And if I get like a 70 on a test and then my friend gets a 90 and I'm like, why am I so stupid? Like, I don't get it. I realized that I wasn't the strongest in the class, so I put my hard work and dedication into school. I did what I could, everything that I could to kind of succeed. And even though I wasn't like the best, I still shocked myself, because what it is in my program, I'll just give you a little bit, is like you need to get a 65 on every final exam, otherwise you fail and you can't move on to the next semester. So even if you're getting a 90 in a class, if you get a 64 on an exam, you fail the class. And so for that, for me, really stresses me out, because I'm really good at practicals. I really understand what's going on, but when it comes to written tests, girl, you best know I suck at those, okay? And I was so terrified, and I knew that I wasn't very strong in theory, whereas with my hands and doing practical stuff, I'm really good at it, so I don't have to worry about that. But I really pushed myself to do theory. And then when I found out that I passed everything and then I went on to move on to next semester, I was unbelievably happy and so surprised, and I couldn't believe that I actually did that. I couldn't believe that I made it. And then when I went to my classes second semester, I realized we lost 15 people. Out of the 40 people that we had in our class, our class lost like 15 people that didn't make it. And so I look at them and I look at me and I'm like, I always thought I was the stupidest one, and I just like look back and I feel so grateful that I made it. And it's not to say that anyone in my program is stupid. Like, it's just very stressful and everyone has bad days. Thank you guys for listening to me. I really, really appreciate it, and I really miss you guys. There's only one more month that I'm gonna be here super stressed out, so if you guys can bear with me, you guys have stuck with me for so long. So if you guys can bear with me, I will be around. Trust me, I'm not going anywhere. So, oh, also make sure you pay attention to my Instagram. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, I do live streams there. So I realized that, like, if I can't post a video, I'll do a live stream so I can still talk to you guys. So I'll put the Instagram somewhere here. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye guys.